Riel, carpool line, 4:18 p.m., third in line. 22 thoughts in her head. What to make for dinner? The email she didn't send. Her son's permission slip that's been sitting on the counter since Tuesday. The doctor's office she needs to call before they close at 5. The thing her boss said in the 2 p.m. meeting that won't leave her alone. The text from her mom she hasn't replied to yet. The pediatrician's name she keeps forgetting. The fact that they're out of milk, probably eggs too. A conversation she needs to have with her husband. The deadline is Thursday. It's so loud in her head. She can't actually move on any of it. She has 0 hands free. She has 0 minutes to type. But she has voice mode. 1 tap. She presses the button. She starts talking out loud to no one but the agent. And by the time she pulls forward to pick up her kid, 3 minutes later, her thoughts have shape. Mama, today is about the AI feature most working moms haven't tried because they think it's a gimmick. It's not a gimmick. It might be the highest leverage AI feature for moms who never get to sit at the keyboard during the day. So let's break this down. Welcome to AI for Working Moms, the podcast where we explore how artificial intelligence is changing the way we live, work, and raise the next generation. If you've been curious about AI, but also a little overwhelmed by how fast things are moving, you are not alone. Right now, millions of people are experimenting with AI tools, but very few people truly understand how to use them with confidence. That's what this show is here to change. Each week, we break down artificial intelligence into simple, practical ways so you can use it at work, at home, and in preparing your family for the future. And on some of our episodes, we open up a segment called Ask AI, where listeners submit real questions about work, parenting, and everyday life with AI, and we explore how artificial intelligence can help. Even though the title says Working Moms, this conversation is so much bigger than that, because even if you're not a working mom yourself, she exists in your life, your family, or your community. When she understands the future of technology, the entire tribe benefits. So I'm your host, Lakeisha Holloway. Let's step into the future of work together. Here's the thing. Most AI tutorials assume you're sitting at a desk. You have a keyboard, you have time, you have both hands. If you're a working mom, that scenario describes maybe an hour of your day. Maybe. The rest of the day, you're in motion, in the car line, in the kitchen, in the car, in the bathroom for 45 seconds, in the line at the pharmacy, in the moment between meetings when you have to walk somewhere fast. That's where most of your processing actually happens, in motion, in your head, unprocessed, not captured. Voice mode changes all of that. It's free in every major tool. Today, where it lives, 3 voice-triggered prompts that work everywhere, and the carline use case that might change your whole relationship with the drive home. Quick tour, 3 tools. ChatGPT voice mode, free on mobile. There's a microphone button, and on the latest version, a dedicated voice mode that does back and forth conversation, almost like a phone call. Both work. Claude on iPhone has voice input. Tap the microphone, talk. Claude transcribes and responds. The quality is excellent. Gemini, built into Google. The voice features are deep and they integrate with everything else Google. Each one is good at slightly different things. ChatGPT is great for natural conversation flow. Claude is great for thoughtful, longer responses. Gemini is great for fast capture and Google integration. Try all three, pick the one that fits your voice, then use it. 3 prompts. Memorize these. They work in any voice tool. Prompt 1. Help me think through blank. This is for tangled thoughts, when something is looping in your head and you don't know what the actual question is. You say, help me think through whether to take this new project. And the agent asks you questions, surfaces the trade-offs, gives you a structure. By the time you get home, you have a thought, not fog. Prompt 2. What am I forgetting about blank? This is the brain dump rescue prompt, when you can almost remember what you needed to do today, but not quite. You say, what am I forgetting about this week? And you list what you've already covered. The agent helps you spot what's missing. Prompt 3. Talk me through blank. This is for decisions, situations, conversations you need to walk into prepared. Talk me through what I'm going to say to my boss on Friday. Talk me through how to respond to my mother-in-law about holiday plans. The agent rehearses with you. You hear yourself out loud before you have to say it for real. 3 prompts. Help me think through. What am I forgetting? Talk me through. That's it. Memorize them. Now, let me paint you a picture, because this is where voice mode goes from feature to habit. 3:45 p.m. You're driving towards the school. Pickup is in 15 minutes. The whole drive used to be wasted time. You either spent it on the phone with someone you didn't really want to talk to, or you spent it listening to a podcast while your brain ran 20 tabs open in the background. Now, you press voice mode, you say, help me think through tonight. You talk for 3 minutes out loud to no one but the agent. You name everything in your head: dinner, the permission slip, the email, the doctor's office, the thing your boss said. You arrive at school, you park, you pick up your kid. When you get home, your phone is sitting on the counter with a structured response, mama, a list of next actions, a flag on the email that needs a reply tonight, a reminder that the pediatrician's office closes at 5 and you need to call now, a draft of the text to your mom. The drive isn't wasted thinking time anymore. It's processing time. The car line became your office. That's what voice mode does for moms who don't have a desk. Now, for the after moment, agency. Here's what makes voice mode safe. The AI listens, the AI responds, you decide what to act on. The agent isn't reading your mind. It's only working with what you said out loud. You stay in the driver's seat, literally and figuratively. If something feels too sensitive to say out loud, don't say it. The agent can't help with what you don't share, and it can't process what you didn't want it to have. You stay the CEO, and what gets dictated. That's what agency is all about. So this week, use voice mode for one drive, just one. Whether it's carpool, commute, the Trader Joe's run, the Walmart run. Pick one of these prompts. Help me think through. What am I forgetting? Talk me through. Say it out loud. See what comes back. You don't need to be alone in a car. You can do this with the kids screaming in the background. They'll think you're talking to your boss. Use it. Now, here's the playground question for the week. And I really want every mom to answer this one. What was easier to think through out loud than type? That's the question. Because if you've spent the last decade typing your thoughts into notes apps, you might have forgotten what your thoughts sound like when you say them. Voice mode reminds you. Drop your answer in the playground. I'll try to respond to as many as I can. So here's what I want you to walk away with today. Your hands are full. Your phone is one tap from a thinking partner. The drive doesn't have to be wasted time anymore. You got this, Mama. I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you so much for spending time with me on AI for Working Moms. If today's episode helped you see artificial intelligence a little differently or gave you one idea you can actually use, take one moment to subscribe to the podcast and leave a review. It helps more people discover the show and build confidence with AI. And if you're wondering where you and your kids currently stand with AI, I have 2 resources for you. I created a short quiz called What's Your AI Confidence Level as a Working Mom? It takes just a few minutes and will help you understand your starting point and your next step. Also, if you're a parent thinking about the future for your kids, I have a AI readiness scorecard for them to help you assess and prepare your child for the future of work in the age of artificial intelligence. So you have 2 options. You can take the AI confidence quiz for yourself or explore the kids' AI resource scorecard to see where your child stands. How about you try both? You'll find the links in the show notes. And if you have a question you'd like featured in future shows, you can submit it for the Ask AI segment at lakeishaholloway.com/podcast. All of my resources mentioned are linked from that page. And finally, if you would like a place where you could actually practice what we talk about here, I invite you to join the AI Confidence Playground. It's a free community where people come together, learn, experiment, and build real confidence using artificial intelligence. Remember, you do not have to do everything, and you do not have to do it all at once. You can excel professionally without sacrificing your family on the altar of success. This is AI for Working Moms because the future of work should work for moms too. I'll meet you in the next episode.